Hi guys, Matt Hancock's here and welcome to my home on the internet and the start of your Fat Furnace program. So this is just a quick introductory video just to kind of set things going, introduce you to the step-by-step system so that you can start setting your goals, setting your targets and achieving what you want to achieve. So first up, I just want to kind of give you a bit of an overview of who I am and my background and how I've come up with this program and what it's geared towards. So obviously my name's Matt Hancock. Those of you that haven't worked with me before won't know that, but I've been in the industry for over 15 years now. And like most personal trainers or health coaches, I kind of started in the trenches as a gym instructor on the shop floors as a mainstream gym whilst I was studying at university. After I graduated from university with a BSc in sport and exercise science, I decided to rent a space in that gym and set up a personal training company. So that's kind of how I got started in the game, and after about 2 years of doing that, I got a little frustrated, not necessarily with the results. I wasn't getting with clients or anything like that. It was more, I was getting frustrated with the space. I didn't have the space to work people how I wanted. You see, I come from an athletic conditioning background, really, working with athletes and semi-pro athletes. So I've worked with Leeds United, Bradford City, I've worked with the British cycling team. I've worked with a lot of sort of semi-pro cyclists and athletes. And what I like to do is I like to get the body moving how it should. So I need open space, get it working functionally. And what I was getting frustrated with the gym is that there's just too many pieces of equipment there, and I just couldn't train people how I wanted. So the studio was set up about 8 years ago now, and it was really just personal training. So I had a group of personal trainers there, and we used to personal train from the studio. And then a couple of years ago, I got a little frustrated again and decided that I wanted a system that would allow people to get results, whether they saw me or not. They would get the results from my programming. And that's why I created a small group training system and personal training system in a new studio a couple of years ago in the centre of Harrogate. So that's basically bringing in the concept of training within a group. So you get the camaraderie, which is fantastic, and accountability, but the programming to really support and drive the system. So that's kind of helped me now. I'm kind of seen in the industry, I suppose, as a bit of a thought leader. I'm an international speaker now, telling PTs and gym owners the best way to maximize the results from their clients, because typically a gym will, if you ask a gym manager what percentage of people that go train in their gym, what percentage actually get the result they went there for, it's averaging around 10%. So it's 5 to 15% of members will get the result they went or signed up for, which is pretty lame, to be honest. Okay, what we want to do is make sure that maximize the results that people come to gym for. At the end of the day, people come to us for our expertise to gain a result. And the results that we're getting now from our group training system has really kind of sparked up some interest, and I've started to do a bit of the seminar circuit, coaching guys on how to get the results with their clients. That's kind of set me up as a master trainer for PT Professionals. Now, I'm not suggesting any of you will even know what PT Professionals is, but it's basically a central hub where expert PTs will go and they will be coached in certain areas of expertise to boost their own knowledge and understanding so that they can better the results with their clients. So, they'll gain knowledge of like-minded people in the best ways to lose weight, via what exercise to lose weight, or mindset, or nutritional protocols and really get the results people are craving. That's led to a few books, but one now that's just been released called The Fad-Free Fitness Formula has got best-selling now in 4 categories, so it's doing quite well. So that's kind of my background and where I am and what I'm trying to do. So the whole idea of doing the online program was that I just want to reach out to as many people as I can. The studio, obviously, I'm limited to the number that I can work with. So by doing the program online and for people working at home or people signing up for the corporate wellness program, it really means that I can reach more people, which is my sole goal. So one of the most fundamental things about this program is that I'm not going to ask you to calorie count. Okay, it's not a calorie restricting diet that we're going to be focusing on at all. Like most diets, it really doesn't matter what diet you go on. I can say now that any diet you went on, you would lose weight. Any single diet. All you'd need to do is cut down a few calories and do a little bit more exercise and you will lose weight. But it's all short term, okay? And I think this is the problem in most diets is our perception of the word diet, okay? Basically, our perception is that people associate diet with them being sort of temporary, yeah? So something that you did to yourself in the short term to fix yourself. And then before going back to what you were eating, before going back to what you were doing before the diet. So going back and eating exactly what you want, when you want, how you want. And you get a rebound and then you go back and start all over again. So calorie restricted diets, because of the cravings they create, for me is just not the way forward. And it's pretty old hat now. And there's really a new approach to losing weight and getting lean and getting trim and getting healthy. And what we want to do is actually look at our vitamin and mineral deficiency. So basically, if we're going to start on a healthy eating program, we're obviously going to be saying that we need more vegetables and need more fruits because they basically are full of antioxidants and full of energy-giving foods and for the vital vitamins and minerals that we need for our body to function correctly. Now the problem is modern day farming methods have really stripped the soil of mineral content. So even if we're eating purely organic raw food, which should be great, although a little bit restrictive, what you'll find is that the mineral content in the soils that the vegetables and the fruits are growing has been depleted, so much so that it's about now 72% in Europe over the last 100 years, the mineral content of the soil. Now, if we add to that the fact that our diets are pretty much based around convenience food and processed food and takeout food, what it's done is it's created a whole host of hormonal imbalances. Now, if you take a look down this list here, chances are that you're going to be ticking about 2 to 3 of these boxes, if not more. Okay? Now, what we need to do is work on correcting this hormonal imbalance if we're trying to improve our shape. Because all hormonal imbalance will do is throw up your body's protection mechanism, which means that you're going to throw on weight. So, for permanent weight reduction, what we want to do is we want to kind of look more towards the health challenges that we have. We want to, instead of focusing on calorie restricting diets, we want to be focusing on our health. Because if we can improve the health of our system, then maintaining that fat loss, it becomes very, very easy indeed. So we want to be focusing purely on our health. You can definitely be healthy, and you can definitely be healthy and lose the weight. You can definitely be fit and fat too. All right, so you can be fit and fat, but you cannot be healthy and fat. So if you're there training, but you never get your nutrition right, you can't out-train poor nutrition. If you get your nutrition correct, then you basically you're just going to improve your whole look. So when we're looking at health issues, they basically are a result of two interconnected problems. So we have nutritional deficiency and we have toxic overload. Now, nutritional deficiency we've already kind of touched on. I'll be touching on it in more detail in later videos, but basically we've become an overfed, undernourished population. So the food is there for convenience, but it doesn't have the nutrients to support our system. Okay, and then we've got toxic overload. So toxic overload is literally just really essentially what's happening is all around us there are toxins. Okay, I'm going to go into this in more detail in one of our other videos, but you know, chemicals in our household products, hair products, makeup, shampoo, conditioner, all those have toxins in. So does obviously alcohol, cigarettes, smoke, the kind of foods we're eating. And the body is very, very capable of dealing with toxins. Okay, it's very, very efficient, and what it does is it stores those toxins within the cell membranes of our fat tissues, of our fat cells. And what that does is it protects our nervous system. And we have a pretty good waste disposal system. Okay, so we can eliminate the toxins pretty well. But when those organs that deal with the toxic overload get overloaded themselves or overburdened themselves, they're not going to do their job effectively, and therefore we become very, very sick and have kind of like, you know, when we're feeling a bit fatigued, a bit foggy-headed, a bit like we're getting a cold, but nothing ever really materializes into anything. They are all signs of toxic overload. Okay, so what we need to do is work on both of them. So we're going to work on a process of improving your nutrition from the foods you eat. Obviously, we're going to have an abundance of vitamins and minerals and supplying your body so that it functions correctly. And we're going to do a bit of a cleanse to cleanse your system of all the poisonous toxins that are in your body, so that your body just drops fat. Okay, because if your toxins are, if you reduce the amount of toxicity within your body, then your fat cells that are protecting your nervous system by storing the toxins can just be released because your body doesn't need them anymore. Okay, simple. So what we're going to be doing, as well as cleansing the system, is obviously eliminating some of those foods that block the system up. So things like red meat really kind of blocks the digestive system up. So we're going to remove that just momentarily while we do a cleanse. We're also going to remove things like caffeine, alcohol, gluten, sugar, processed foods, and add in sort of foods that really are going to be giving us optimal health. That are all foods that are going to boost our health of our system. So we call it an elimination diet, which is simply return to eating foods in the state they're supposed to be eaten. Okay, in a way that supports optimal health and in a way that makes you look, feel, and perform at your very best. So that's our elimination diet, which is basically going to mean that, you know, you go from being a slave to food to having food serve you and help you to look better, feel better, and perform better than you have in ages, perhaps ever. Okay, so you're going to feel absolutely amazing by the time you finish this cleanse process. So the cleanse supplements, in order to help open up the elimination pathways, we need to boost the health and function of your kidneys and your intestinal tract. So we use what we call a healthy starter pack, which is a 10-day program. There's 30 packets with 5 capsules each, and you'll take 3 of those packets once a day. So once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening, you'll take 5 capsules. And that's, as I say, just going to boost your elimination pathway, open up your elimination pathways to boost the cleanse process. We've also got liquid chlorophyll, which is basically has the same molecular structure as hemoglobin, so it's going to boost your energy levels. It's just got a minty taste to it. You're going to add that, a few drops of that to water about 6 times a day. So that's what you're going to start with, and then your probiotic is going to boost the health of your digestive system, and you take that at the end of those 10 days. The liquid chlorophyll you just carry on drinking until it's empty. All right? So you should have with you your fat furnace material. So if you're doing the 28-day kickstart, then you'll have your nutritional manual and your DVD. Now your DVD has an exercise library of metabolic conditioning bodyweight exercises that you can do at home, in a hotel room, outside, go to your local gym. So it really is a plug and play system with the music to go with it. So you've got week 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you've got the music that goes with each of the weeks. So you're going to do 3 exercise programs a week. Okay, so 3 sessions a week. They're only going to be about half an hour long, and you've got the music to go with it. It's going to be progressive. So week on week, the timings get a little bit harder, but you stick with the same sessions. So you've got session 1, session 2, session 3. All of them are in your books anyway. It tells you what exercise I want you to do. You find those exercises within the library on the DVD, and away you go. All right. Now, if you've signed up for the 12-week program, or if after the 28-day program you want to upgrade to the 8-week body redesign, then that means you're doing the complete 12-week fat furnace program. So you get the first initial 28-day kickstart plus the 8-week body redesign, where we introduce more exercises but with use of dumbbells. So we do metabolic training plus training with dumbbells, and you've got a whole new nutritional program that you're going to follow, which is a 2-step system following on from the Kickstart program. So the Kickstart is really your cleanse, and then we get a little bit more deep with your nutrition, and your exercise programs ramp up a little bit to really change your body shape. So remember this, it takes 4 weeks for you to start noticing a difference. It takes 8 weeks for your friends and family to start seeing results. And it takes 12 weeks for everybody to see what a phenomenal body shape and body change you've made. Okay, so normally we're looking at a 12-week program for unbelievable results. So here's what I want you to do. Straight after this video, I need you to go to elevatenutrition.co.uk. You need to click on the free lifestyle analysis. Okay, and all I want you to do is all of these blue boxes here, just click with the mouse any that relate to you. So for instance, if you are suffering with hair loss, you would click it and it will highlight yes. If you suffer with lack of stamina, click it, highlight yes. Just do that for any of those that relate to you. There's about 3 slides of questions, so it will take you 2 minutes tops. And then at the end of it, you'll be given a report, okay, or a score. Now, what we're looking at here, this is a fantastic system that's been designed by dietitians and doctors, and we're looking at each of your health systems, so your digestive system, your nervous system, your glandular system. And what you've got to remember is that each of those systems is like a chain, okay? So it's like a chain, and they're all interconnected. Now, this chain is only as strong as your weakest link, so if any of these are highlighted as needing a little bit more help, then we need to give it some support with some nutrition and supplementation to kind of help boost the health of your system. So what you're looking is you want all of these systems to be scoring good or above, okay? Any that are in below average or poor need some work, but you only need to work on one at a time. So for instance, in this one here, what we would need to be looking at is working on this circulatory system. So we would boost the health of the circulatory system with a bit of a 60-day protocol with nutrition, and then we'd retest and see how we're doing. So what I want you guys to do is fill in the lifestyle analysis, and then at the bottom you will see Contact Elevate for help. Click on that, it will send me an email, and then I'll have your scores. We will leave it there, we won't even touch back on it until the end of your 28-day fat furnace, so the first section of your 12-week program, and then we'll look into changing things up a little bit. So even if you are just doing the 28-day, we can give you the sort of next steps, if you like, for you to take home. Okay, so make sure you do that first and foremost. And then what you want to be doing also is just getting onto our forum. Now, I need to support you as best I can, and what I've done, in the back of your books, in the back of your manuals, you will see there are educational support. So it says education templates at the back of your book, and we've got 4 educational templates, one on cellular health, one on blood sugars, one on movement that matters, and each of those has a corresponding video like the one you're watching now that relates to that, and there's a notes page for you just to jot down some notes. So really this is information that's just going to back up the information that's in your book, and the reason I want you to do that is because if you can understand what I'm asking you to do to improve your health, then you're more likely to stick to it and you're going to get amazing results. Okay? If you don't follow these movies and you don't kind of have a look through your book and understand the system, then you're going to fall short. There's no two ways about it. So I tried to keep them nice and short. They're no more than 20 minutes. So just spend a little bit of time, watch the video, make a few notes, make sure you understand what I'm asking of you, and then as a support, we're going to be doing a Q&A phone call once a week. Okay, so the videos are time released once a week, and then there's a Q&A that I'm going to get you to sign in for once a week as well. On top of that, there's a forum on the side here. So you just click into 28-day fat furnace and that will take you to this live forum. On here, what you can do is you can basically, any questions you have that haven't been answered in the telephone call that we do, or any concerns you have through at any time, then I just want you to write it in here. Now you might find that other members in the group might get to it and have the answers before me, and if that's the case, then just fill in the answers and we're all here to support each other. Okay, but I'll be hooking up to this every week just to see how we're doing. All right, so the important communications you need to be aware of. elevatefitness.co.uk is obviously my website and where you can gain access to this online program. elevatenutrition.co.uk is where you're going to go to do your lifestyle analysis, and if you want any nutritional support in terms of supplementation, this is where you'll go to get it. Okay, I partnered up with Nature's Sunshine, pure and simple, because they are the best. They're the first to escapulate herbs, and they've been going for 40 years now, and all their products are organic plus, which means there's no synthetic produce in them whatsoever. So they are the gold standard, if you like, of nutritional supplementation, and that's why I use them, and that's why I promote them and use them with my nutritional systems. Okay, there's 3 key elements to getting your body in shape. Nutrition, it comes number 1, the right type of exercise, number 2, and nutritional support by supplementation, number 3. You get those 3 right, and you've got the mindset right to accomplish what you need to do, you're going to get amazing results. So there's my email if you need to grab hold of me outside of the forum. For those of you on Facebook, I've set up a private Facebook group. The reason I've done that is because the forum, I'll go on there every day, but I won't be able to answer your questions instantly, whereas in the Facebook group I will. I get pinged on my phone and I can just answer it on the fly. So there's a private Facebook group there. You just have to like me on Facebook, befriend me on Facebook, and then there's a private group called 28-Day Fat Furnace. We'll hook you into there, and then we'll use that as a bit of motivation. So that's the first video out the way. I just really wanted to show you how the program's going to work. Check out the next video on cleansing versus dieting. And you know, if you have any questions as you're in, please just get to that forum, log in, and we'll take it from there. Cheers, guys.